Hello everyone and welcome back. Just got done going through about an 8 or 9 inch snowfall last night. Now this afternoon today, now it's gotten real windy, temperatures dropping. Definitely a Minnesota winter day. I've kept the wood stove going out here all day. It hasn't been going real hard. It's 5 degrees outside right now and it's 54 degrees in here. Just enough. I've been keeping it 50 to, I think 58 was the warmest it was. But it kept it warm enough out here, so if I wanted to come out and do something, all I had to do was throw a few pieces of wood in there and it heated right up. But in the last farmhouse video that I posted, which at this time I haven't even edited it yet, but I know it's going to go up before the one I'm filming now, I said that I would do a video on the table saw. I finally bought a table saw for the workshop. I've been looking for one for months. I mean, I started buying a few tools here and there, early in the summer, in anticipation. That was before even the wall was built on the back here. And the whole time I've been looking for one of these Delta contractor table saws. And I just, I've read a lot of good things about them. All the table saws that I've always used are more the type that you can transport. You see the one that we use at the hobby farm workshop. I can also grab that. The legs fold up. I can bring it to work when we're doing stuff that really needs to be cut nice and straight. On some of the stuff like pergolas that we do and stuff like that. In the workshop, I didn't have to have a portable one. I could have something that's a little bit bigger and it didn't have to be as portable. So I've been keeping my eye open for one of these saws for months now. I mean, not every day, but once in a while it'll come up and it'll be $400 or $500. I'm not paying that. Then I would find some that were around the $250 and they'd be gone like that. It's like, oh, I'm going to get that and it's gone. So this one came up about a week and a half ago. It took me, I actually had to pay for it online so they could hold it because somebody else was interested in it. And I paid $300 for this saw. And it was owned by an 82-year-old guy that had this in his garage and made furniture for the family. Just kind of a nice story behind it. And now that they're getting older, he needed to get both. Actually, this was at his son's house. And they needed to get both cars into the garage now. And so they were buying him a more portable one, like what I use at the hobby farm workshop. So they could tuck it in the corner. Anyway, this one had the side table with it, and this, which I don't know if that's homemade or not. I mean, this doesn't look homemade, but anyway, the biggest problem with the table saw, if you're doing a project that has some long stock you're running through, if you don't have two people, somebody to grab that other side, once you get through a little ways, it's going to start to move when you're getting towards the end. With these rollers, I thought that this was a pretty neat feature because now all by myself I can run stuff through and I don't have to worry about that. One of the things I really liked about this saw is it came with the Delta Unifence saw guide. Even with the portable ones, you always got to measure and make sure, but I figured if I'm going to get a heavier, bigger saw, I wanted to have a nice guide on it. So this one here, I mean, it gets really great reviews. The only complaint is that you can only do stuff on the left side of the fence the way it's set up unless you unscrew this and switch everything around. For me, I would say 99% of the time, everything that I do is on the left side of the fence. And that's probably because I'm right-handed. The thing is that without that, usually you got a little more room on this side, but with this extension table on here, I can do just about anything I want and really never have to switch this over to this side. I still have to tighten these little nuts and bolts down here to tighten up the bottom leg. And this one came with a little added feature. I don't have any idea if this came with this table or if it was added in. But once I got there, he said, I'm going to throw this in too. It came with a Porter cable router, which is my favorite kind of routers too. With all the ones that I use on my dovetail jig, I buy all Porter cables, so pretty happy about that. I don't know, I just think this is a really good setup, and if I do need to move it around, with this. And the saw fits in here, and the other two legs on the extension table fit down here, and I can just push this around. I may even put this on the saw because it doesn't lift it up very much. It's only going up maybe 3/4 of an inch, which I can handle. Anyway, I mean, I don't know how much this cost, but it couldn't have been very cheap. It's pretty well made and definitely not homemade. One thing with this saw that I wasn't used to, I'm always using those portable ones, and I think it's a Ryobi that I've got at the Hobby Farm one, and that's the second or third one I've bought. You get about 1.5 or 2 years and the bearings start going, and you got to toss it. But like I said, it's portable, it's very nice for work. And so I'm used to one that doesn't have an external motor. And when I started this one up the first time when I got it here, I don't know if this will make any sense to you guys, but it almost set me back, almost like scared me, because it seems like there's so much power compared to the other ones when you start it. It kind of set me back for a second. I mean, that thing is not messing around. Not that the other ones wouldn't cut your hand off, but this one here makes you think about it right away when you fire it up. It came with 2 different miter gauges. I don't use these very much, but when you do need one, usually you can't find it. So now I've got 2. It came with a dust shield, which I haven't even put in yet, but, or I don't know what this is called actually, but it'll snap in there, and then you can hook up a dust system to pull it out. So actually, after we talked about doing the troughs, not filling them in, and everybody said you should run the lines for the dust collection system through there, since this comes out the bottom, that would be perfect to just have a little portal that you can just plug that in and fire it up. It has this big stop thing that you can just, push it with your foot or whatever. Maybe all of the, once you get up to this type of a table saw has that, but I think that's pretty nice. So many times when you start the smaller ones and afterwards you're trying to find the button, and this one is pretty apparent where you have to shut it off. So anyway, that's the new Farmhouse Workshop table saw. I'm pretty excited to get a project started and put it into use. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I will see you guys on the next video.